It's playtime with the Sleepy Boys.
And then you've also seen the Ellen interview with her and Martha Stewart and Snoop, right?
No, I haven't.
So they're doing Never Have I Ever, and they're holding up a paddle, and either says I have or I haven't.
Oh, yes, I have seen that, and it's like Never Have I Ever, something about been in handcuffs. Yeah.
And they're like, what? When were you arrested? And she goes, I wasn't. And they go, when were you wearing handcuffs? And she's like, that was not.
That's not the question. Yeah.
And it's pretty great.
She's great. I would love to be friends with Anna Kendrick.
I think, dude, there's so many celebrities that I'm just like, man, I feel like being friends now. You know?
Well, here's the thing about Anna Kendrick is she doesn't act like she's famous. She just says shit. Like she keeps it real.
You know, a part of me does wonder though, like, man, I wonder if I would act the same way if I had the money to not worry about money.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know?
You know, that I was actually thinking about that. Like, if I ever got to the point in my life where I was like actually financially stable enough to like not have to do this fucking bullshit podcast.
Man, if we weren't making the cash off this that we
if we weren't fucking rolling in cash and pussy, I wouldn't be doing this podcast. Viewers, this is exactly how much we've made since we started. You'll notice that both the numbers are zero because we've gotten neither money nor pussy from this podcast. Dicks, you'll see, is in the 17 section.
I'm fairly certain that we're actually in the negative pussy-wise because of this podcast.
Yeah, there's been nights that Brandon...
If you think about the amount of money Mark could make with those extra 30 hours of work a week.
Well, not just that, the amount of money I invested just for, like, you know, promotion and shit like that. Like we're definitely in the red as far as money, but like that's not a big deal. I don't care. There's a thing. I'm gonna dig, and I'm gonna do it right this time.
There's no one over here if you want it.
Hold up, I want this one.
See that?
It's a boot. That was great. I wasted all. Fuck that, man.
There's no one right there.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna dig a hole.
Forgot this level sucks. The fucking scorpions never stop.
Well, yeah, and you don't even have to kill the scorpions. They make no difference in the grand scheme. These fucking ant lions,
but they will fucking hit you if they get close enough.
But it doesn't. It does like a damage.
More damage than no damage.
I mean, I can take a couple of hits from the scorps.
No damage? That was like a 16 damage.
Okay, so speaking of scorpions and shit in media, can we talk about the Terminator, or the not Terminator, Transformers movies as a whole for the most part were pretty shit.
In the sky.
The live action ones, for the most part, they were just like.
First one was cool.
First one was pretty cool. I mean I liked it when they brought Marky Mark on instead of Shia LaBeouf. No disrespect to Shia LaBeouf, I just don't really see him as an action star. Because I grew up watching fucking Even Stevens and Holes.
You know what I haven't watched, but I've heard is actually fantastic?
What?
Honey Boy.
I have never even heard of that.
Honey Boy is basically the story of his life, written by him, and he plays his shitty fucking dad.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But no. So one thing. Anyway, looping back to Transformers, I will say that the way they did the fucking Scorponok for the movie.
Oh yeah.
Was fucking awesome. Like I wasn't a huge fan of most of what they did for the second movie, like especially with the twins and all that shit.
Oh my god.
But the way they did fucking Scorponok was so badass. I got you back.
One of the reasons I loved it, thank you, was buddies. So I was actually never a big fan of Transformers growing up. Just not my cup of tea. Whatever, no big deal.
So
I've never been like because at the same time, I never really cared about I wasn't the guy who's like, oh, give me the Matchbox cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
However, Beast Wars was fucking awesome. What?
Beast Wars.
You're telling me you're gonna have a fucking wolf eagle that then turns into a robot that whoops ass, yeah, I'm in for that.
So here's the thing is my exposure to Transformers as a kid was literally, it was like 2 episodes of Beast Wars that I had on VHS that were like like part 4 and 7 of a fucking storyline. And then my parents got me a Transformers Armada coloring book when I was like 9. Now keep in mind, Transformers Armada was like the 8th series in the Transformers line.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a giraffe. I want the giraffe.
So
I did, but so like I didn't know what the hell Transformers was when the movies came. Like I mean I knew of Transformers.
Goddamn beetle fucks.
When
they're underground, fuck them.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna call these guys? This one over here is Paul, and the other one that just died was Ringo, and the other one's gonna be named.
Level up, brother. Oh shit, that was my last potion.
I got you, bud. What's the name of? What are the other? George and John. So this one right here, I'm killing as Paul.
Ed. Another one was Larry.
There was a Mo, a Shemp.
One was Floyd.
Okay, here's a very serious question.
Yep.
Do you think if the original Three Stooges had started in the modern day, do you think they would be canceled?
Depends on what you mean. Modern day, you mean like, all right, like literally today?
Like, let's say they got their start, 3 or 4 years ago.
No. Here's a better question. Where did they get their start?
Oh, God. Same. Well, okay, so we'll just say that they got their start the same way they, well, maybe not the exact same way, but.
I mean, I think their original start was like.
Their original start was vaudeville.
Shows for movies.
Yeah, their original start was on like stage performances.
Okay, but I when I think of Stooges, I think of all
their movies and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm talking like
which are on Amazon Prime now.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that. That's awesome. Did you just tell me to go kill myself?
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, I thought you said go kill yourself. I was like, I'm sorry.
Freudian slip, Mark.
Holy shit! I guess I'm so used to me and Brandon making suicide jokes that it rubbed off on you.
No, that's not my route, brother.
Anyway, but yeah, so the Stooges got their start. The original ones was actually just Mo and Shemp when they got their start on stage.
That I did know, which is insane because Curly was always the best.
Absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely. So yeah, after Shemp decided he was done taking slaps from Mo. Literally, yeah. So the original, yeah. So it was originally just Mo and Shemp on with, I think it was Ted Healy was the guy's name. They were just his Stooges, right? And then they met Larry. Well, no, that's what they referred to him as, was Ted Healy's Stooges. I know. And what ended up happening was they met Larry, who was just a violinist. That he was like, I really like what you guys do. Like, can I be a part of this? And they're like, lose the violin. And he literally, it was like a Stradivarius, like a really fucking nice, like, there was only like 10 of them in the world at the time. And he just
that's not what you would think the Stooges did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, he was, Larry, like there's multiple times throughout the Stooges history.
Again, by the way.
That's fine. There's multiple times throughout the Stooges history where you see Larry playing the violin.
And he actually is.
Like he's actually playing the violin, yeah. But yeah, so he just like they're like lose the violin and we'll consider.
Those are the creators, by the way.
Yeah,
if
I know.
You're not familiar with the game.
And he's like, and they're like, yeah, we'll add you to the show if you'll lose the violin. So he took his fancy fucking expensive violin and broke it.
He took his literal life's work
and
was like,
broke it.
Fuck that.
And he was so. Okay, so this guy, the little green guy up here, kind of looks like Bulbasaur if he like just lost his shit.
Which one do you think is green?
This guy up here, like the tealish green one, not like
actual shit. Green. Okay, I thought you were talking about the aliens. I was like, are you?
Well, technically that's an alien as well, but
True. Well, we don't know that. It might be one of these weird ass fucking animals.
True. But then what ends up happening? So after that, so like it was Larry, Mo, and Shemp, and then Shemp got fed up with doing it after a while, and he was like, look, I'm tired of taking slaps for you, because when you're on stage you can't fake the sound of the slaps,
No. Well, but you can still produce the sound.
Yeah. So he would just slap the shit out of Shemp on stage to get it to carry. So after Shemp left, they were like,
have to slap him harder than just a regular slap because you need the sound to literally carry.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why Shemp got fed up with it. So then they went and talked to.
Quick 20-second. Listeners, if you're not familiar with the actual story of the Three Stooges, it's incredibly depressing.
There's actually a biopic that they did, a biopic film they did of it back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is the movie poster for it. This is the title. But it was
one of the things I remember most about it was like there was a scene where they were in a hotel, and a random guy at the fucking hotel walked up with a lit cigar and fucking just burned Curly. It was like,
no, it was a woman. It was a woman that did that. Yeah, it was a group. It was like 2 or 3 women walked up to him, and were like, and he was like thinking, oh my gosh, they're flirting with me, and then they just like beat the shit out of him. Yeah, because they'd seen him on TV and they assumed that it was okay.
And they're like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, and like, I think we no, we do have to kill these guys.
Yeah,
like,
we have to.
One of those like, oh, video games cause violence. No, they don't. But evidently, Three Stooges fucking do.
Well, that's one of the reasons after it went to Curly when much later in the timeline when it was Curly Joe.
Just don't. Oh, actually, we're not gonna go.
I'm gonna make
go.
it. I can't. I gotta kill these fuckers. So when it was the Curly Joe era, they started moving away from the violence that they usually did.
They had to.
Because of like the fact that it was going into the homes and everything, and it was really fucking depressing because like it's just really sad that these guys, like, not only did they get screwed over for years, like they didn't make like. Why'd we go back to the ship, Jeff?
Because I forgot.
God damn it. Okay, fuck it. We're
gonna beat the level.
We did beat it.
No, we didn't. You never got off the ship. You died.
Oh, right. So yeah, so like I can't remember. I think it was Columbia Pictures was who they had their contract with. But like Columbia withheld their like how popular they were for decades. Like I'm talking like 30 years. The Three Stooges had no idea how popular they were because Columbia just didn't tell them. So they didn't get paid. They got paid fucking, crackers while Columbia was making, fucking Subway sandwiches with the money.
Dude, so I remember 2 things I remember from being a child. First off, I remember this being the first thing that my dad and I watched together. Like both thinking was funny, not like, because when we were, at least when I was younger, kids movies and shit weren't made to also have jokes that adults could enjoy. Like,
right.
They were just like, oh,
it was a kids movie, yeah.
100%. But like Stooges, we all fucking loved it. My dad, when my dad realized I was getting that, I remember it as like a big bonding moment between me and him. Well, then I saw the same biopic that you're talking about, and I remember thinking to myself, how are these people so fucking stupid? They don't understand it's a show. Yeah. You still cannot do that to human beings in real life.
Yeah, well, and I'm actually in the same boat with you on that. Like, me and my dad don't get along about a lot of stuff. We don't agree with each other on mostly everything, but we watched the shit out of the Three Stooges together.
Like, when my nephew gets a little bit older, I plan on showing him the Stooges and just laughing like an idiot.
Like, my dad, I remember there was this VHS set of the Stooges. It was 5 tapes that you could watch, and it had, so like the first, like there was, one of the tapes was just like a bunch of random sketches that they had pieced together. There was one that was literally a pilot episode for a TV show they were going to have. There was one tape that was just the cartoons that they did for a while. And then the other 2 were just, you motherfucker. You son of a bitch.
I forgot that it did that.
Anyway, so yeah, I watch those tapes so often.
I left you to die.
I watched those tapes so often that they melted.
Dude, I remember literally that was like the first thing that I remember really being excited about for Blockbuster,
Yeah.
Like,
get your camel.
I don't want a camel.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You get up on a camel and you just hit them from above, and they can't do nothing.
For Cusco, okay.
Cusco was never a camel.
I know he was a llama.
A 12 L's Ama. Okay, we gotta remember these fuckers turn into fucking tornadoes.
Right. I gotta say, by the way, I mean, Emperor's New Groove was so underappreciated in its time.
Well, the issue, like, it's not even just the Emperor's New Groove. It's most of the films that came out during that time from Disney. Like, that was the era where you had, like,
was
Lilo and...
Emperor's New Groove technically Disney?
It's not technically anything. It is Disney.
Okay. Well, you know what movie isn't Disney, but I always thought it was?
Titan
to
AE.
El Dorado.
Oh my god, I fucking love that movie.
It's so fucking good. By the way, what were their names again? Miguel and
Tulio.
If they're not, you know, not even closet, but if they're not part-time lovers.
No. Look, they have the same energy that me and Brandon do. They fuck with each other, but they don't fuck each other.
Part-time lovers?
No, I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. That ship has sailed as soon as he got married. But no, so like during there's actually I think I
can't give him what you can. Penis.
This dick. What I was gonna say is during that there was that era of Disney. I think it was like Emperor's New Groove. Treasure Planet came out around that time. Lilo and Stitch came out.
Treasure Planet I still love watching, and I'm a huge fan of Treasure Island. Not the Muppet
right.
movie, I mean, like the book.
What's the other one? Oh, the other one was
Arch.
What am I thinking of? What's it called?
Titan AE? The one you mentioned
No,
earlier?
Titan AE was a Don Bluth film.
Also a fantastic film that deserves more praise.
Atlantis, that's the one I couldn't think of.
I don't know. I'd say Atlantis was at the edge of that because Atlantis got enough praise that Atlantis came back as a show and a sequel movie.
They did the same thing with like Hercules though. Hercules was in that same time frame.
But Hercules was one of their most popular films.
True that.
Also, man, Hercules was I think the first time when I realized like, oh, they go the exact opposite of how these fucking legends and myths go.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny because like I didn't learn about the real like in-depth lore of Hercules till I was like 12 or 13.
Hey, you want to dig?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. So when I was a kid, I loved mythology, all types. And
I got a wiener.
I had, so I had actually read the story of Hercules before the movie came out, and I went to see it, and I was like, oh, that's not right at all.
How much? Hold on, stay back. I want to see how much damage this fucker. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Well, no, what's crazy? So what's another crazy thing? Another one what?
Oh, no. Another X.
Ooh, X marks the cock. So one of the
that's not the name of an actual porn, by the way.
Wait, there's no. Oh, there it is. Okay. So one of the things that I love about Disney is I want that one. I want that.
Like, dude, Mulan. Yeah, they murdered her at the end of the actual story.
Did they really? Oh shit! Jet showed up
yeah,
and Brandon. And Brandon might be able to join too. Holy shit!
I mean, hey, they want in.
Get on here, big boy.
10:14, honey.
Are you sleepy? Or you need to go to bed?
No, I'm fine. I didn't, like, so I ended up doing, I'm trying to be healthy and exercise.
You dumbass.
Yeah, I know. But part of that is, like, so, we have to jump off here. No, you got it. What's up, J-Jags?
What up, Jags?
Hey, what's going on?
Continue